So what we've done, it's immediate action. Wrestling must go on. Saturday, February the 7th in Fort Worth at the Cowtown Coliseum, there'll be a one-night tournament for the Universal Wrestling Federation tag team titles. All of the early matches will be one fall or a 15-minute time limit. If there's a draw, both teams will be eliminated. Regular rules are in effect as far as all the other specifications. The finals match will be one fall to a finish. There will be a champion crowned that night. There are 8 fantastic teams. Ted DiBiase and Dr. Death are the #1 seed. The #2 seed is Terry Gordy and the Angel of Death, the biggest team that's in the tournament. The 8th seed is very interesting. The Iceman, as gentleman Chris Adams of team, and Adams is returning and able to wrestle again on February the 7th. Terry Taylor's taken a new partner, Sam Houston, who's coming here. So there's a lot of excitement. Please don't miss it. And we hope that you all will support the new tag team champions for the Universal Wrestling Federation.
From the historic Cowtown Coliseum, next to Billy Bob's, Texas, in the heart of the Fort Worth Stockyards, it's Power Pro Wrestling. 60 minutes of the wildest action in professional wrestling, featuring the stars of the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Hello again, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Cowtown Coliseum. You just heard a statement from Cowboy Bill Watts talking about the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Tournament. Michael P.S. Hayes has joined us. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jim Ross. Thank you very much for being with us. Seems like you're feeling awful good here.
I feel real good. I feel real tall. You know what I mean, Jim Ross? You know why I feel real good is because I wanted to help you on this Power Pro Wrestling commentary like I do on the UWF show, which makes it #1. And I feel so good that, see, the people at home are waiting to know what happened after last week. What was the conclusion? Well, what did you expect? We won. We always win our bad street matches, and we'll be able to show you that.
We are going to show you that matchup. We're also going to be talking about the UWF Tag Team Championship Tournament coming up. Michael Hayes and Buddy Jack Roberts, the #4 seeds. They'll be taking on quite a team, Michael.
Well, first of all, Chris Adams coming back. Man with a heart. He's come back over adversity many, many times. I'm not too excited about being one of his first opponents. Iceman, him and Chris Adams have teamed before. They're no strangers to tag team wrestling, but they're looking at the Masters. We have 2 chances, Jim Ross, 2 chances to walk out of there with them UWF belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about that. We'll see Buddy Jack Roberts and the missing link in the hour. We'll see Chavo Guerrero take on Eli. Some great matches.
We'll see Sunshine.
And Sunshine will be here as well. I want to thank Michael for taking time.
No, leave her out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the ring.
This is your first event of the evening. First introducing to my left, from Dallas, Texas, weighing 240 pounds, Mike Reed. And a part of the Freebird family, weighing in at 322 pounds, from Anaheim, California, the Angel of Death. In his corner, the lovely Sunshine. This event is scheduled for one fall. It has a 10-minute time limit.
Well, quite a contradiction in terms, I would say. Sunshine and the Angel of Death. And quite a situation there that we have. Michael Hayes has joined me here, ladies and gentlemen. And the Angel of Death now hammering away at Mike Reed here on Power Pro Wrestling. Ted DiBiase to be with us in the hour. It should be a tremendous hour. And we'll see the conclusion of last week's Bad Street tag match. And we'll be hearing some key interviews from many of the teams entered in the UWF Tag Team Tournament scheduled for tonight, if you're watching the program, here in the Metroplex at the Cowtown Coliseum.
Whoa, Kiss an Angel, good morning, baby. What a splash. See, he's learning from the Freebird family, baby. Lay it down as it comes down. Anybody can get down, Jim Ross, but it's those of us that can get back up, and this man can do it. 6'7", 322 pounds. Raw steel from California. Looping left hand. Man doesn't need to use his closed fist. He's too big. Look at him towering over young Mike Reed.
Angel Death bringing Reed out of the corner.
Tossing him around like a honey and guinea sack of potatoes, baby.
A lot of fans from all over the country be with us tonight in Fort Worth.
Oh, devastating clothesline.
One of the biggest one-night tag team tournament of all time. It happens tonight in the Metroplex. Hope all the fans will join us from the surrounding area. I know a lot of them I've talked to are planning on attending tonight's action in the Metroplex.
I know I will.
Most certainly. Michael Hayes and Buddy Roberts taking on a great team in Iceman King Parsons and Gentleman Chris Adams. And the big man, the Angel of Death, and Terry Gordy.
Good suplex. I don't know if people noticed it or caught it. Sunshine instructed him. She said, you're working on his neck. You got it going. She said, suplex him. See, the girl knows her wrestler moves. She's not out there just to look good. I could get anybody, or Terry could get anybody, or Buddy could get anybody to come out there and look good.
Now, wait a minute.
Anybody.
Buddy?
Well, yeah, Buddy.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you.
He's got money.
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes. Watch it. Now watch it. You use his lights. Boom. Like a reverse squat. Went down a squat position. Didn't even have to hold the leg. Should hook it for a security, but he didn't need it. Kiss that angel. Good morning.
Well, I don't choose to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Angel of Death and Terry Gordy make up the biggest team in the tournament. And Michael and I will be right back and look at the Bad Street Tag. But first, listen to this from Chavo Guerrero and Dark Journey.
Dark Journey, your man, the Missing Link, will be teaming up with Chavo Guerrero, the UWF Tag Team Tournament.
That's right. I'm really looking forward to this title. I'm sure with my good talent, Chavo, and the manster here, the Missing Link, I'm sure we have a good shot at that title. Isn't that right?
Let me tell you, I've had a lot of tag team championships, but none as important as this one, and I've had a lot of partners, but none as unique as the Missing Link. So add it all together, and it comes down to A plus B equals C, the UWF Tag Team Tournament right here in Fort Worth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this segment of Power Pro Wrestling. Michael Hayes, fresh from blow drying his hair, ladies and gentlemen, back
Yes,
with
and
us.
I'd like to thank my sister-in-law, Donna, for the little compact hair dryer, you know, so I keep looking purely sexy.
Yeah, Donna, thanks very much for Michael's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, last week we promised you from last week's matchup that we would bring you the conclusion of the Bad Street Tag match.
Which we won. I told you all that earlier.
Well, we're going to show you exactly how that match ended, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it was so bad, people had to run down and help them, man.
Let's roll the tape, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back in time 1 week. We're going to roll the tape. We're going to show you exactly how that match happened. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we are looking good, right? Look at those arms. Okay, now here's DiBiase. Of course, bye-bye. See you later, boy, at the movies. There he is on the floor. Now Dr. Death. Big shot. Boom. No more. Clothesline a la Bam Bam Gordy. Ted DiBiase, introduction to the railing. Kind of like throwing him over my backyard in Bad Street. And there's Grandmother Bad Street attending to him right now. Dr. Death, as it's going right now, is going to be introduced to a size 13 cowboy boot. Hello.
And it's legal because this is a Bad Street matchup. No disqualifications in this match. The fans aren't very excited about what's happening now.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't be excited about it either, especially if I was Dr. Death. But Jim Ross, like you said, it's a Bad Street match. They knew what they were in for when they signed it. That's like signing to play the Giants in the Meadowlands and having only 9 guys on your team against 11. Now, here, for some reason, I don't know why, as you know, we are not aligned with Devastation Incorporated. DiBiase has ticked them off by beating the one-man gang. Eli the Eliminator, Wild Bill Irwin are out there pounding on him. Hey, it's none of our business, so we don't stick our nose in anybody's business that we shouldn't. You know that.
But, well, right, I want to elaborate on that. But what you have here is, in essence, 4 on 2 once again.
No. What you have is 3 separate teams out here fighting it out, and we're winning.
Well, it still looks like 4 on 2 to me, and there's 2 on 1. You guys against Dr. Death.
Big PhD in arithmetic. Now, see, here comes all the guys. All their friends are going to come save them because they can't walk down Bad Street.
And you think you're probably getting double teamed or maybe triple teamed here?
Well, look, they're trying to. Look, count the odds. There's me and Bam Bam and Sunshine, Dr. Death, DiBiase, let's see, the Missing Link, the Dark Scuzzball, what's her name, Journey, and who else is out there? Jeff Rates. Yeah, see, unlimited number of odds, man.
Well, I think what we found here, though, ladies and gentlemen, the gentlemen have had all they're going to stand, Michael, these 3 on 1s and 4 on 1s, and you can't deny the fact that Freebird odds sometimes the deck somewhat is stacked.
Oh, is that right?
You'd admit to that, wouldn't you?
No, I don't have to admit to nothing, little smiley face. Let me tell you something. We always fight right up. We come right to your face and say, hi, we're going to kick your butt. You like it? Good. If you don't, too bad, you'll have to learn to like it. The Freebirds make the odds even, just like in Vegas, baby. Even Steven.
Ladies and gentlemen, those comments from Michael Hayes, and now let's hear this from Wild Bill Irwin and Eli. They're going to be in the tag team tournament.
Representing Devastation Incorporated in the tag team tournament, Wild Bill Irwin and Eli battling Ted DiBiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams. First round of the tag team tournament.
First round of the tag team tournament. Dr. Death, I think you played one too many football games. You know what I mean? Ted DiBiase, if you make it that far after the one-man gang gets done with you, Eli, what are we going to do to him besides just crush him?
This ain't no little high school or college game now. This is the big time. This is for real. And you're going to soon find that out.
Talk to him, Eli!
Coming up later on in the hour, Buddy Jack Roberts, you battle the missing link.
Hey, that's right. Hey, you know, I've been training all week for the missing link. And you know what? He had a beauty contest, or you might call it ugly contest, and he came in first. It looked like somebody beat him over the head with an ugly stick. Hey, I know, Sunshine. I know, Sunshine, you got something to say to those people out there.
Hey, sweetheart, you know, I'd say, who does the missing link think he is? But he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what he's doing. It doesn't matter. And Dark Journey, I suggest very strongly that you don't get in my face. You don't mess with the family, the Freebirds, Sunshine, the Angel of Death. You just stay out of the way, because if not, curtains.
Hey, that's right. I'm going to prove to all those people out there in this big United States that it only takes one free bird to beat a missing link, and that's me.
Yeah.
Surrounded by Steve Dr. Death Williams and Ted DiBiase. And Ted, lately you have had your hands full with one Devastation Incorporated, General Skandor Akbar, and especially the one-man gang, and you're after that UWF heavyweight title.
Especially the one-man gang, because he's got the title, because he's the biggest gun in Akbar's army. But this thing with me and Akbar goes back a long way. I embarrassed Akbar. There was a time when I was Akbar's man. I was the hit man. I was the one that he was sending in the ring to hurt people, to cripple people, and I was the one collecting the bounty money. But I woke up one day and I said, this ain't right. But just because I woke up, Akbar, doesn't mean that I don't know how to still get in that ring and go absolutely crazy. Woo. Everybody knows, they call me the tactician, they call me a technician. I got a bag of tricks. And Akbar, you know me, and I know you. And that one-man gang has never, until he got in the ring with me, ever been pinned 1, 2, 3 to the mat. Who did it? Ted DiBiase. Contract will be signed next time.
With a wrestling move too, Teddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second event of the evening. First introducing to my left, weighing in at 210 pounds from St. Louis, Bobby Walker. And now to my right, from the far east, the Super Ninja. This event is scheduled for one fall. It has a 10-minute time limit.
The Super Ninja making his debut here at the Universal Wrestling Federation, here with us on Power Pro Wrestling. I want to welcome Bruce Pritchard back with us here at ringside. And Bruce, this man, the Super Ninja, we know a little about him as anyone that I have encountered here on Power Pro Wrestling in quite some time. But he is a very impressive looking athlete. I understand quite obviously that his martial arts background is very, very extensive, and he also is very well versed in the martial arts skills.
Well, that's true, Jim. Like you said, we don't know all that much about him. This is my first time to get a look at the Super Ninja, and we have heard that his martial arts training is very extensive, and he relies heavily on the martial arts in his wrestling.
As he disrobed, he did not disrobe his face covering, his headgear, as it were, and he goes against Bobby Walker, making his debut as well. So two debuting athletes, and that European takeover by the Super Ninja. And we really don't know what to expect in this matchup. We do know the man is in tremendous condition. Young Bobby Walker perhaps will have the edge and quickness. We'll see as this match progresses. But the Super Ninja with a side headlock. I'll tell you, Bruce, coming up later, You'll have an interview, I know, with Steve, Dr. Death Williams, and Ted DiBiase. We'll also see Ted in action. The Missing Link takes on Freebird, Buddy Roberts, Chavo Guerrero, and Eli. We'll talk more about the tag team tournament, hear more interviews from the entrants.
There you see the Super Ninja with that shoulder block, and he's got Bobby Walker down on the mat, and there he goes in with that kick.
And he kicks with a lot of velocity. The fans here very cautious as they are watching this matchup. Bobby Walker making his debut, as is the Super Ninja, as we mentioned. And the Ninja showing that he is a very rough and tough competitor. Now here's another man, Bruce, somewhat like Eli, who came into the area as a free agent. And the Ninja, to the best of my knowledge, perhaps you might want to expound on it, is here on his own, and on his own exclusively.
Well, that's true. You know, like you said, we just don't know that much about the man, and all we do know is that he's a Super Ninja. He's got martial arts skills, and we've seen that already evident in this match as he throws Bobby Walker on the outside of the ring.
The Super Ninja. And I'll tell you, anytime you go against the Oriental athletes, you can bet that they're going to be well conditioned, and that if he was in a martial arts program, which is quite obviously that he has been in that program for years. They started at a very young age there, I do know.
Well, the art of ninjutsu, where they get the name ninja, is very secretive art, and that's why the ninjas wear the face covering, because they don't want anyone to know their identity. And they are masters at the art of deceiving their opponents.
Bobby Walker trying to shake it loose, get back in the ring, but the Super Ninja coming right back around and has caught young Bobby Walker, and again, the Ninja on the offense. I'll tell you, I'm impressed by his condition. He looks like an excellent athlete, and thus far it has been all Super Ninja in this encounter.
Well, he's definitely dominated the match, but there you see Bobby Walker. He's making a little bit of an offensive move there.
The Ninja kicks out as Walker came flying over the top rope. I think it surprised the Ninja somewhat. And now he has quickly regrouped, got back on the attack, and he is burying the kicks into the small of the back of young Bobby Walker here on Power Pro Wrestling. Walker with a drop kick, and down goes the Ninja. Side salto suplex by the Ninja, caught Bobby Walker coming in. And Bruce, this man is certainly impressive. Great belly to back suplex by the Ninja, the Super Ninja.
Well, in addition to his martial arts skill, he also has extensive knowledge of wrestling skills. I'm very impressed by that.
And there is a thunderous super kick by the Super Ninja, and that's going to be it looks like, and it is for Bobby Walker. The Super Ninja with a victory.
The Super Ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Pritchard and I'll be right back. You'll see Ted DiBiase going against, oh, wait just a second, the Super Ninja still working on Bobby Walker. And the Ninja shows the sadistic side of his Oriental background. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
This event has a 10-minute time limit. It's scheduled for one fall. Introducing to my left, weighing 268 pounds from Kansas City, Jeff Gaylord.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear the introduction of Ted DiBiase momentarily. But earlier, Bruce Pritchard had the opportunity to talk to Ted DiBiase and Steve Williams, and here's how that conversation went.
The UWF Tag Team Tournament, it starts here tonight in Fort Worth in the Cowtown Coliseum. The #1 seeds, Ted DiBiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams, have Devastation Inc., Wild Bill, and Eli.
Boy, you talk about getting in shape, Teddy. You know, a one-night tournament. You know, Ted DiBiase and myself, we've been running down the road, pumping the weights. And then you got the Wild Man Cowboy and this Eli guy coming in. Well, let me tell you boys something, we're #1 seed.
We've holded on to those belts before, and we've holded on some titles. You're coming in the ring with Ted DiBiase and myself. And let me tell you something, when you get in that ring, all heck breaks out, let me tell you.
That's right. You know, we've held titles before, we've been champions before, but there's a lot more at stake in this match than just those titles in the tournament. We're starting out, our first match in this tournament is against a team who Akbar's sending out not just to beat us, but to end our careers. He wants to get rid of us. Akbar, you better think again, and you better get ready now.
Ted DiBiase makes his way to the ring.
260 pounds from Omaha, Ted DiBiase.
A very popular man here in the Metroplex and in the state of Texas. Ted DiBiase, a graduate of West Texas State University in Canyon, Texas. And Bruce, we get a lot of mail from the fans that say, why don't you have more scientific matches? We like to see skill against skill. And that's what we have right here with Jeff Gaylord and the legendary Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, two very skilled wrestlers here. In this match, we don't have to worry about the rules getting broken in this match by either man. It should be a very, very good match. I have to lean a little bit towards DiBiase for the experience side on this one, but it should be a very good test for Jeff Gaylord.
I think you're right. Ted DiBiase has to be considered the heavy favorite in this matchup. This match one fall or 10-minute time limit. And the crowd here at the Cowtown Coliseum responding to that clean break by the 1981 unanimous football All-American from the University of Missouri, Jeff Gaylord, as Ted DiBiase backs Gaylord into the ropes, into the corner more specifically, and there's another clean break. And ladies and gentlemen, you may not see this type of technique and strategy coming up next, because you will see the missing link take on Buddy Jack Roberts of the Freebirds. I don't know if you'll see any scientific maneuvers in that match whatsoever. And the great Chavo Guerrero takes on the impressive Eli, also to come in the hour.
No, I think both those matches you just mentioned, Jim, are going to be quite different than the matchup we're watching now. This is skill against skill wrestling, what it's all about.
That's what it says on the marquee, is wrestling. And that's what you find in the Universal Wrestling Federation. And the fans, a fever pitch is building to the UWF Tag Team Tournament. It will begin here on television next week along the network, so please be with us for those matches in the UWF Tag Team Championship Tournament. And for the fans watching us on the Super Ones, on the great Gaylord station, KTVT, Channel 11, the action is live tonight in the Metroplex at the Cowtown Coliseum. And by the way, great seats are still available and will be available right up to match time. The match will start tonight in Fort Worth at 7:30 as Ted DiBiase takes over Jeff Gaylord with a side headlock. Gaylord, though, turning that maneuver into a pinning predicament. And Bruce, I was about to mention, this match is a 10-minute time limit. It'd almost be like a moral victory for Jeff Gaylord to go the time limit distance with Ted DiBiase.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Jim. If he can just hold Ted DiBiase for that 10 minutes in a wrestling match, that would definitely be a feather in Jeff Gaylord's cap. Just to hold Ted DiBiase to 10 minutes. He's got to learn something in this match.
Oh, yeah, this is like a college course for Jeff Gaylord to get in there with a master. Nice football tackle. West Texas State and the University of Missouri colliding there, and DiBiase going right back to the side headlock. DiBiase's strategy very simplistic thus far in this matchup. As we mentioned, Jeff Gaylord's got a wealth of potential. He's going to be one of the great stars in pro wrestling. This probably, I don't think he's ever had a match against Ted DiBiase in his career, so this is a first for Jeff Gaylord.
No, and Jeff Gaylord's come a long way since he's come into the UWF. This is evident right here, and he's learning.
Ted DiBiase reversing the hip lock, and then Gaylord reversing DiBiase. And Ted, I think that's a sportsmanlike gesture there, Bruce. Basically a compliment to the young man from Kansas City. Body slam by DiBiase and a lateral press, and Gaylord powers out very quickly. That DiBiase's a piece of art in the squared circle. The counters, and now right back to the side headlock again, and I'll tell you, he's as sound can be, Bruce.
He's a master ring tactician, as you've said many, many times. That's Ted DiBiase.
And of course, Ted DiBiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams, the #1 seed in UWF Tag Team Tournament. And we can't ignore the fact that Ted DiBiase is really on a vendetta directed toward the giant one-man gang in the Universal Heavyweight Championship. I think that those goals have not been forgotten, but most certainly with the tag team tournament looming very near, Ted DiBiase and Dr. Death are directing their thoughts on winning the UWF Tag Team Championship belts.
Well, also, Jim, Devastation Incorporated and General Skandor Akbar. I think Akbar has kind of centered his thoughts on eliminating Ted DiBiase, and he's got Wild Bill Irwin and Eli, and they're going to be meeting Dr. Death and DiBiase in the first round, and I can hardly wait for that matchup.
That should be a great one. And both men colliding, Gaylord going down. DiBiase and Gaylord colliding there in the squared circle. And DiBiase going for the elbow, but Gaylord moving out of the way, and now Gaylord showing his strength. Moments ago is Ted DiBiase, now Gaylord with the lateral press, but DiBiase powers out.
Right there, Jim, you see Jeff Gaylord, he's learning. As soon as he did the body slam, he was right on top of Ted DiBiase, going for the 3 count.
He may have learned that from Ted DiBiase earlier in the match, because that's exactly what Ted did. DiBiase coming in, cupping, and now the inside cradle. DiBiase's got him tied in knots. Well, that was Wrestling Lesson 101 for Jeff Gaylord. And Ted DiBiase with a great victory, a fine, hard-fought, scientific matchup. Great effort by Jeff Gaylord, but the master put him down for the 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the missing link goes nose to nose with Buddy Jack after this timeout. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cowtown Coliseum as the Freebird family makes their way to the ring. It's scheduled to beat Buddy Jack Roberts and the missing link, and without a doubt, Buddy Jack's going to have plenty of moral support. I don't know what kind of morals you'd find in that crew, in that nest, but let's go to Doyle King in the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing one of the fabulous Freebirds, the combatant scheduled to go in this match from Bad Street, USA, weighing 230 pounds, Freebird Buddy Jack Roberts. He's escorted to the ring by Sunshine, the Angel of Death, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and Michael P.S. Hayes.
I don't know who called this meeting. It certainly wasn't the missing link and Dark Journey, who will be making their way to the ring in just a few moments. I'll tell you, the odds in this situation, Bruce, are not too healthy as far as the link's concerned.
Oh, what an entourage. Jim, you said he had moral support. Well, he's got a lot of physical support out there also.
Michael Hayes, very confident. Terry Gordy, the big bammer there. The Angel of Death. Buddy's happy. And I don't know, you know, the missing link's an awesome competitor. His partner in tag team tournament this Saturday night's going to be Chavo Guerrero. And they'll be going to get Sting and Rick Steiner in the first round of the tournament. But I'll tell you, with Sunshine there and the rest, that's the whole Freebird family you're seeing in the ring now. And here comes the missing link and Dark Journey. And I don't know if they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Dark Journey has got a look on her face of concern, and she should have, Bruce.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You know, it's 4 or 5 against 2 out there, Jim. And the missing link, well, he's never backed down from anybody in his life, I don't think.
And the Freebirds, they're not even going to let this match start.
For this match, Dark Journey's missing link.
The missing link now being attacked. And it's the same thing we've seen time and time again. Freebird, this is the Freebird style, Freebird odds. It's a gang war. It's 4-on-1 right here. And Dark Journey has helped us. She can't get involved in this situation with 4 men. I don't like this at all, Bruce. This is totally uncalled for.
No, you know, 2-on-1 is 4-on-1 there, Jim, and they're just hammering on the missing link. Sunshine on the outside of the ring.
She's just as sadistic as Michael Hayes and the rest of that crew. And now Terry Gordy taking his turns, stomping, and I mean, they're trying to stomp the life out of the missing link right here on Power Pro Wrestling.
Oh, this is unbelievable, Jim.
Referee's being manhandled. Wait a minute. There's some help on the way. In comes Ted DiBiase, Dr. S. Steve Williams, and Chavo Guerrero. But the Freebirds have inflicted their punishment. on the missing link. It was premeditated, a premeditated gang attack on the missing link. And the link has been badly, badly hammered right here. And the Freebirds, when the odds got somewhat close to being even, the link has been busted. Look at his face. There's a mask of crimson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing settled and we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Ross and Bruce Pritchard back with you here on Power Pro Wrestling. And the match that you just saw was quite a fiasco. The Freebirds premeditatedly attacked the missing link, Bruce, no doubt about that. But what the fans did not see was about 15 minutes of action during the commercial break. As this program was being taped, DiBiase, Williams, Chavo Guerrero, along with the missing link and Dark Journey, refused to leave the ring. And what did they want?
Well, they wanted the Freebirds, Jim, and the Freebirds, when it came to 5-on-5 or 4-on-4, the Freebirds showed their true colors and they flew.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Freebirds always like the Freebirds odds, as they call it. We're going to condense what transpired a few moments ago. Joel Watts did tape that entire episode. We've condensed it somewhat to show you just exactly what transpired during the commercial break.
Hey, we want the Freebirds right now.
Hey, it's always 3 Freebirds, back jumping, backstabbing, jumping on somebody, busting their head open. It's happened to Doc, it's happened to me, it's happened to Chavo, it's happened to the Link. It happens over and over and over again. Well, we're standing here right now, Tommy Gilbert, and we want the Freebirds in the ring right now. Right now, we're gonna settle it all. We're gonna settle it right here, right now. Hey, we ain't leaving the ring. So you can stop the show, you can stop production of this TV show and just hold everything, because we're gonna settle it right now. We're fed up. You hear me, Michael Hayes? Sick and tired. So we bring your 2 birds back out here and take the butt kicking you got coming. We ain't leaving the ring until we get 3 Freebirds out here. And Sunshine, you want to come out here and jump in the ring? We'll take you too.
Hey, don't give us anything about any contract. If you want to bring a contract, bring it right now. It's every week, it's the same thing. Next week. No. We want it now.
Bring the contract, bring the Freebirds, or bring somebody out here that can move us out of this ring. Grizzly, you're a heck of a guy, and you're a great matchmaker. But the 3 of us, and I think all these people here, are sick and tired of listening to the Freebirds tell everybody how great they are, how bad they are, how bad Bass Street is, and they come out here and they jump 1 man, 3-on-1, and they think they're really bad. We've had it. We've had it. We're staying right here until we have some Freebirds. That's it. curtains come down, so all you people have finally seen the true Freebird colors. I'll tell you what. We've made a point here, and we're going to go ahead and leave because they absolutely will not get in the ring. But I'm going to tell you something. Right now. It's not going to be 3-on-1 like you've seen it in the past anymore. From now on, it's going to be 3-on-1 coming out of the other dressing room.
This event is scheduled for one fall. It has a 10-minute time limit. From Devastation Incorporated, escorted to the ring by Wild Bill Irwin, Eli.
And here we go again, Bruce. Eli scheduled to go against Chavo Guerrero, the man dressed in leather there. Eli, the impressive free agent signed by Devastation Incorporated, but there is his mentor, Wild Bill Irwin, and I think people are getting a little sick and tired of these mismatches.
We just went through a gym. The Freebirds came down with their entourage, and now Irwin and Eli and Chavo Guerrero. He's going in there even up the odds with Ted DiBiase down the ringside with him.
Chavo Guerrero scheduled to go against Eli here, and Ted DiBiase and Wild Bill Irwin. Irwin flailing that whip. And now Chavo Guerrero sends Eli into the corner, and Guerrero, you can bet that Guerrero and DiBiase are fired up. No more of this 2-on-1s and these mismatches that we've been encountering here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. It's time for the odds to get even and go man on man, and may the best man win. And we have got a Pier 6 brawl here, Bruce, on Power Pro Wrestling.
Ted DiBiase said it. He said if it's going to be 3-on-1, it's going to be coming from the other dressing room, and he came down to make sure that the odds were even for his good friend Chavo Guerrero.
And this is not a tag team match. It looks like a Texas Tornado tag here on Power Pro Wrestling, but it is a single match. Chavo Guerrero taking on that man, Eli. Ted DiBiase and Wild Bill Irwin, who are fighting in the ring, are not even scheduled to be in the match. But that's the kind of action you see on the Universal Wrestling Federation. And Eli and Chavo fighting on the outside. Irwin and DiBiase, the impromptu match on the inside. The referee utilizing his count. But I'll tell you, he could disqualify this one at any time, a long time ago.
Before the match even got started. I'm not even sure the match is officially started, Jim.
Eli and Chavo Guerrero hammering away out here on the floor. Guerrero burying the fist, but now Eli biting away. DiBiase and Irwin are having a heck of a fight in the squared circle, and now they're coming outside the ring, and it's Irwin and Guerrero, and now DiBiase getting involved. This thing is getting completely out of hand. It started off this way, and like you said, I don't know if the match has even started, but if it has or it hasn't, we've got a fight here on Power Pro Wrestling.
Well, now we've got them all four back in the ring again, and they're going at it. Got Chavo Guerrero and Eli, and Ted DiBiase's got that whip of Wild Bill Irwin, and he's introduced him to the leather.
And the senior referee, Tommy Gilbert, comes to the ring. DiBiase not as proficient with that leather whip as Wild Bill is. Chavo Guerrero may have some skills in that. He obviously does. And we're waiting on the decision here.
Chavo Guerrero by disqualification.
They're disqualifying Wild Bill Irwin, and Chavo Guerrero's got the whip. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with some closing comments and a look at next week's tag team tournament when we come back.
You've had a count.
Saturday, February 7th, Cowtown Coliseum, Fort Worth, Texas, UWF Tag Team Tournament.
You know something? You're looking at the family. The meanest, the awesome, but the best family in professional wrestling. And you know what? When you think about odds, when you ask Jimmy the Greek, who's the best on odds? Who am I making odds on in the UWF Tag Team Tournament? You're looking at. They have got Sam Houston and Terry Taylor. They are the biggest tag team in the tournament. We have to mess with Chris Adams coming out from adversity again, teaming up with the Iceman. Nevertheless, it's single elimination. Once you're beat, bye-bye, out the door. Neither one of these teams are going to get beat. And if it comes down, which it probably will, to y'all against us, we'll just split the belts. Y'all take one, we'll take one. Right, Bam?
Just as simple as that. You know, you said something about us being the biggest team in the tournament. Well, let me tell you something. We're fast, and the main thing is we're lean and we're mean, baby.
No more need to be said.
One of the most unusual tag teams in the tournament. The UWF tag team titles are on the line. Dark Journey, your missing link, teaming up with Chavo Guerrero. First round competition up against Sting and Rick Steiner.
Rick Steiner, that's right. I'm sure Eddie Gilbert will be on the side, and I'm sure Chavo and Link will take care of that, and I'll take care of that Missy Hyder. She's there, because I've already hit you once with the purse, Missy, and I'll be there again, so don't get in my way, girl. And I know we're looking forward to a title, and with Chavo Guerrero and my manster here, the missing link, I'm sure we're going to get that title. Right,
well, I'll tell you, you've seen all kinds of action. Now, when it comes down to one and one thing only, the Universal Wrestling Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, then it comes down to a lot at stake. Now, I've got a very unusual partner, but then I'm unusual myself. And that's when you get two unusual people, that's when you get a hold and you're striving for one thing, and that's the tag team titles. Respetable público, les quiero invitar, ya que va a haber un torneo de parejas por el campeonato. Tengo de pareja aquí a el señor, el Missing Link. Mucha gente cree que está mal, pero aquí nos vemos, aquí en Dallas.
Thanks for staying with us, everybody. I think it's evidently clear, Bruce, that Ted DiBiase, Dr. S.D. Williams, along with Chavo Guerrero, the missing link, and many others, have had their fill of these mismatches. I think we've seen the last of the gross mismatches here in the Universal Wrestling Federation.
You're right. The battle lines have definitely been drawn, and we know what side is for what.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tag team tournament starts right here on television next week here on Power Pro Wrestling. Tell your friends they're going to see the greatest wrestling tournament ever on television right here on Power Pro Wrestling. Bruce, you got a prediction?
Sure do, Jim. I'm going to have to go with the #1 seed, Ted DiBiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams. Not going to go too much out on a limb, but I think they're going to pull it off.
Well, I'm going to hedge my bets a little bit. I'm going to go with one of the Freebird teams, their experience in tag team wrestling, and Michael Hayes' mind, I think, ladies and gentlemen, just may take one of the Freebird teams to the throne. Remember, the great teams, Terry Taylor and Sam Houston here next week. You're going to see Chris Adams back along with Iceman King Parsons. It's going to be a great hour. The tournament starts next week right here on Power Pro Wrestling. For Bruce Pritchard, I'm Jim Ross. We'll see you next week.
But pulled in just behind the bridge, he lays her down. He frowns, gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed her then and there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She was a young American. The young American standing right through the picture window. She finds a slinky vagabond. He calls as he passes a Ford Mustang. But heaven forbid she'd take anything but the freak and his title for nothing. This is a step and cuts his hand, but showing nothing. It swoops like a song. She cries, where have all Papa's heroes gone?